Lee Baca, the target of a new report that claims he and other department higher-ups failed to deal with charges of excessive force on jail inmates. As Eyewitness News reporter John North tells us, Sheriff Baca has already responded to the charges.
The Citizens Commission on Jail Violence consists of some of the most respected people in Los Angeles County, former U.S. Attorneys General, federal judges. Their 9-month investigation concludes that there's been a failure of leadership in the Sheriff's Department.
The fact is, the sheriff does not seem to be someone as a manager who wanted to hear about problems. He seems to have had his head in the sand.
Bonner is a former U.S. attorney, former head of the Drug Enforcement Administration, and a federal judge. Commission member Jim McDonald is the Long Beach chief of police. He's also critical of the sheriff.
While some actions may have resulted from the reports being issued, there have been no sustained system-wide effort to address these allegations to date.
The report concludes there's been a persistent pattern of use of excessive force by deputies against jail inmates. It recommends that the department be revamped with a third assistant sheriff, more supervision of the jails, and taking deputies out of the jails and putting them out on the streets.
I would assume and believe that it will have unanimous support from the Board of Supervisors that the recommendations being made today ought to be implemented by the sheriff in his department.
Baca is unavailable for an interview, but a spokesman says he'll soon respond to the report in detail. Before the report was released, the sheriff talked with me about what he's done.
We have a force prevention policy. We have a commander's management task force that circumvents bureaucratic gaps. And we also have a more intensified training program.
There was heated discussion on the commission over whether or not the sheriff should be asked to resign. But as one commissioner said, it's the sheriff who's the agent of change in this case. Now all the pressure is on Sheriff Lee Baca. At the Board of Supervisors in downtown Los Angeles, John North, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.